In the early 2000s, web-based technology was rapidly evolving, with Google emerging as a popular search engine and file-sharing services like Napster gaining popularity. LAN parties, where gamers gathered to play multiplayer games like Half-Life and StarCraft, were a common occurrence, characterized by intense gaming sessions, sleepless nights, and camaraderie among players. Since then, the gaming industry has transformed into a multi-billion-dollar business, shifting towards esports competitions and online gaming communities. For Gen Z gamers who grew up in the smartphone era, the era of LAN parties may seem like a distant memory. However, for millennials and Gen Xers, the nostalgia of boxy monitors and pixelated graphics evokes memories of a simpler time in gaming history. Writer and podcaster Merritt K captured this nostalgia in her photo book, LAN Party, which features images and stories from old-school gamers reminiscing about their LAN party experiences. The response to her project was immediate and emotional, with many users sharing their own memories and photos from gaming conventions and LAN parties. Even those who did not experience the era of LAN parties firsthand expressed excitement and nostalgia for this bygone era. Merritt K noted that nostalgia for a period before one's time is universal, with people of all ages finding something familiar and comforting in the images of LAN parties from the early 2000s. Overall, LAN Party serves as a tribute to a time when gaming was a more intimate and communal experience before the rise of online gaming and esports. It captures the spirit of a generation of gamers who bonded over shared experiences and competitive gameplay, creating lasting memories that continue to resonate with gamers of all ages. I remember the days when the internet was a new and exciting place, filled with endless possibilities. One of my favorite pastimes during that time was early internet gaming. It was a time when online gaming was just starting to gain popularity, and the possibilities seemed endless. I would spend hours on end playing games like RuneScape, Neopets, and Club Penguin. These games offered a sense of community and camaraderie that I had never experienced before. I would chat with other players, team up to complete quests, and even attend virtual events together. The graphics were simple, but the gameplay was addictive. I would spend hours leveling up my character, collecting virtual items, and exploring the vast worlds that these games had to offer. It was a way to escape reality and immerse myself in a world of fantasy and adventure. One of the things that made early internet gaming so special was the sense of discovery. There were no tutorials or walkthroughs to guide you through the game. You had to figure things out on your own, relying on trial and error and the help of other players. It was a challenge, but it was also incredibly rewarding when you finally figured out how to defeat a tough boss or solve a tricky puzzle. But perhaps the best part of early internet gaming was the sense of joy and wonder that it brought. I remember the excitement of logging on to my favorite game and seeing all of the new updates and events that had been added. It was like Christmas morning every time a new expansion was released or a special event was announced. And then there were the friendships that I made through online gaming. I met people from all over the world who shared my love of gaming, and we would spend hours playing together and chatting about our lives. It was amazing to connect with people who I never would have met otherwise, and to form bonds that transcended the virtual world. As time went on, the landscape of online gaming changed. Graphics became more advanced, gameplay became more complex, and the sense of community that I had cherished began to fade. But I will always look back on those early days of internet gaming with fondness and nostalgia, remembering the joy and wonder that it brought into my life.